Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a super quick reading for the full moon, the super moon in Sagittarius that we had last Friday. I know this is, I'm a little behind on recording for the channel this month. The astrology tarot scopes will be coming out likely within the next week, and I think there's only going to be one for this month. So anyway, wanted to see what energies, whoa. Hold on, I keep seeing cards flipped in this deck. It's so funny. What do we have here? Justice. Archangel Raguel. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. And I'm using the Angel Tarot. This is a new deck for me. First time I'm using it on the channel. Breaking it in, I was called very specifically to work with this deck, and it's beautiful. I love it. I'm really happy. I'm gonna do a 5-card layout here. I'm seeing Emperor energy, Aries energy, Archangel Michael, Archangel of Protection, and the 8 of Water, which is energy that I feel like we've been picking up on for a while now, just in the collective energies, whether it's like literal or metaphorical, moving on energy, letting the past go, the moon, okay? And again, this is a full moon in Sagittarius reading, Archangel Haniel. Pay attention for sure to, repetitive messages, signs, synchronicities that you're getting, your dreams. I always recommend dream journaling if you remember your dreams. It says important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release any fears that hold you back. Okay, because the fire energy is very prominent right now in the cosmos. I can feel it. It's coming up in a lot of my client readings. And there's that Justice card again. So it's like people are sort of like gearing up, for the next phase or to take action or for whatever it might be. But fear will be a blockage, okay? Fear will keep you from getting to where it is that you're trying to go. So that's something to be aware of. 8 of Fire, look at that with all the fire energy. 8 of Wands, paying attention to your intuition can also represent, again, lots of communication, either from the spiritual world, spiritual messages, signs, synchronicities, downloads, dreams, again, like I already said. Can also talk about 3D forms of communication, phone calls, emails, texts, conversations. It feels very rapid fire, okay? Events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things are happening at once. I love it. What else do we have? The 4 of Earth, 4 of Pentacles. In this year, right, 2020 is a 4-year, we've talked about this on this channel before. It's a year to build a foundation, right? Tear down old foundations, which we see going on obviously right now in the collective energy, especially nationally, right? For those of us in America. Tearing down old structures, old foundations, and rebuilding new ones, okay? The 4 of Pentacles here. Can also talk about needing to, be conscious, right, in terms of your resources in all ways, but specifically speaking about money or financial things, okay? It can also talk about holding back a little bit here, okay? So remember, I'm really being called to, right, Sagittarius is represented in the tarot and the major arcana by the Temperance card, right? This balanced energy. And I'm really feeling strongly that that is coming into part of the equation here. And it's something I've already picked up on and talked about on this channel as well, especially as we move from Gemini season, which we're still in a couple of weeks we'll be moving into water, right? Cancer. So it feels like there's this imbalance that is being balanced out, again, collectively, and however that might resonate for you on an individual level as well. So it says here, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, making good business decisions and giving to those less fortunate, right? So volunteerism or philanthropy, again, setting up new foundations for work. But again, there's this balance here in terms of, you don't want to spend frivolously, but you also don't want to be like a complete, is it the word miser? I don't know if I'm using that incorrectly, but basically, like for instance, if you want to start a business, but you're like, I'm not willing to invest a dime into this thing because I need to save all of my money for whatever, that business isn't going to go anywhere, right? It's not going to grow because you haven't invested in it. So that's just an example, but it feels like that kind of energy, needing to find some balance there, okay? You have the 4 of Water. So Super interesting, the numerological synchronicities coming up in the reading. We have 2 4s on either side of an 8, right? We know that 4 and 4 is 8. So I'm a numbers nerd. I just like to mention stuff like that. So in the past, with this 4 of water, right? 4 of cups, missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom, open your eyes to the possibilities. Again, this is a passing or past energy. Could be more recent, okay? Especially again with everything current events. Could be that people have felt like they've missed opportunities, or, you know, they weren't really getting what they wanted or what they needed. But again, I do feel like there's this transition happening here, and things are going to start happening more rapidly here, right? With that 8 of fire, that's what that's telling us here. I also would not let this 4 of water from the past cloud your view of the potential possibilities for the future, right? It's almost like we have 2 options in terms of how we respond to things in life when, let's say, things don't go our way, okay? However that might work. We can either, you know, use that to really harden us and be like, well, you know what? I'm never gonna try again because I tried and it didn't work, and so that's it, I give up. Or, right, you can take a different approach and say, you know what? I'm really proud of myself. I tried, it didn't work out the way that I did, but I learned a lot. Now I can take what I've learned and I can apply it to something new, right? Those are basically, right? It's really like life is like mostly about how you respond to the things that happen, right? Because we can't control what happens. We can only control how we respond to it. And you have the Empress card here. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel of communication, creativity, okay? Birthing and creating something new, okay? So for some of you, perhaps literally, because I have been picking up on pregnancy energy quite a lot in a lot of the general readings, especially the ones last month. We'll see what happens in the ones this month. But it says lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Notice how there is this theme here, especially between the Empress and the 4 of Earth, as you work, right, co-create with the universe to create whatever it is that you want. You are being asked to cultivate this sense of service to others and helping others, okay? I feel like, again, this is a largely collective energy, and I feel like for a lot of individuals too, it's really a part of your life path and purpose, right? Doesn't mean like literally working in the service industry or anything like that, but it's how can you contribute basically to the greater, the common good, right? How can you, even if that's just helping people in your immediate circle, right? That has sort of ripple effects out into the universe. And you have the 9 of air, okay? Because this is the energy that a lot of people are sitting in right now, even though there's all this beautiful energy coming up. And to me, it really feels like it's related to past events, okay? Disappointments, or feeling sort of uncertain, or like you don't know where things are going. Well, you don't need to know exactly everything. You just need to know what your next step is going to be. But ruminating in this kind of energy is not going to be helpful, okay? It's partly because we are in Gemini season right now. And again, as we move from Gemini season into Cancer season, these things will start to balance themselves out. But do some self-work, you know, do some meditation, journaling, exercise, you know, getting out for a walk in nature, something like that, to clear your head, okay? Because this is very mental, sort of like rumination kind of energy, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights, okay? Some of you may have trouble sleeping. If you do, you can try putting an amethyst crystal under your bed if you work with crystals, or perhaps putting a little bit of lavender on your pillow before you go to bed at night, see if that helps, okay? And the 5 of air here. So, you know, it could be that there is, you know, some of you may be experiencing sort of conflict internally or externally. Again, sort of lots of rumination or sort of competing thoughts, perhaps around a choice, some type of decision you need to make. If there's a decision on the horizon for you, my suggestion would be to wait as of right now, if you can, for, you know, I wouldn't really make any hard and fast decisions about anything really until, you know, later on in July, if not August. If you can wait, obviously sometimes that's not possible here, okay? But I do feel like, you know, there's potentially for some of you, it does feel like whatever this air situation, it does feel like there's lots of other people involved, okay? could be, I mean, if this is a relationship, again, there's just lots of other energies, like maybe other outside opinions or friends, family, that kind of thing. Maybe this is some type of work situation going on for some of you, but it just does feel like there's a lot of movement. My suggestion is like block out the outside noise as best as you can and focus on yourself here, right? With this 9 of Earth. Look at this. 9 of Pentacles coming up here at the bottom, or at the top, rather, I turned it over. This 5 of Airs at the bottom. Enjoying life's little luxury, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Perhaps that's happening for some of you, especially if this 9 of Air 5 situation is work-related. It seems like a whole big mess, so I'll just leave it there. I'm gonna leave that 9 of Earth out because I like that. Let me move the cards over so y'all can see them better. What's our timing? Okay. I think I was gonna do a psychic tarot, but I think I'm just gonna jump into the numerology. I really want to keep this reading short. I'll do longer spreads for the monthlies, so do come back for that. Lots of people ending karmic cycles. We've been talking about that basically since the tail end of last year, right, when we close out a decade, and really starting into this new cycle of life that's going to feel quite adventurous for them. Okay, rebirth. Told ya. We're collectively going through like a huge death process right now, and follow your dreams coming up there at the bottom of the deck, number 85. The number we got is number 16, breaks down to a 7. 7 is the number of personal growth here. So read for the card, and then I'll close out the reading. So this card indicates a time of major transition and transformation that will result in significant personal growth. By drawing this card, you have entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth. Again, it's very collective energy right now, where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. This is where you surrender to the changes around you and prepare to be the best you can be. You're being encouraged to trust and believe that a magical future awaits, right, with the follow your dreams card. Just put that there. You're being encouraged to trust and believe that a magical future awaits, but first you need to let go of the old in order to experience the new. Take time to reevaluate your core values and re-examine your life, then eliminate any superficial foundations that don't align with your higher self and your dreams. This is a time to recognize and rise above any ego-based thoughts and behaviors, for humility and authenticity are the keys to your success. It says, through personal transformation, I reach my greatest potential. So that's been the full moon, the super full moon in Sagittarius reading. Again, I will be back, or I'll be on with the June monthly readings sometime within the next week. They should be up. So do check those out. If you like this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can also book a personal reading with me through my website or subscribe to my newsletter. The links are listed down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next reading. Bye.